Hi guys, so next stage on, once we've released some of the tension here, we've kind of got the ability to stand up straight and at least get the beginnings of moving around somewhat normally and pain-free. Obviously we've released tension here, so we've got to realise that the reason why that was tight was that the body was trying to create stability to protect the lower back and protect your discs. So if we take this away, although we'll get our movement back, we've actually made things a little bit unstable again. So I like to use the rule with back pain is that once you release tightness and stability somewhere, you've got to try and replace it with tightness and stability elsewhere. So in this case, if the quads are too tight and we release them, we want to try and get to switch the glutes back on again and use them because they have a really powerful effect on your posture and your lower back stability. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you one of my favourite exercises to start work on that and kind of get the glutes back engaged. So look at the first video to show you how you get down to all fours, but from here, once you're down to all fours, I want you to very gently stretch yourself out, come onto your forearms, and if you need to, if the back's very sharp, just let it kind of settle for a few minutes till you feel ready to move on to the next stage. And what we need you to do from here is I need you to get onto your side. So what I would say the easiest way to do that is to stretch out one arm, use this hand and this knee, try and minimise buckling at the back, and then roll over onto your side. Tuck this arm in to support your head, and then just kind of get yourself in this position to start with. And again, if you need to, let the back settle, and then once you're happy to, we can start beginning work on the exercise. So from this position, I want my bottom leg to be nice and straight. This top leg, I'm going to hook the bridge of my foot at the top here, in behind the back of my knee. And what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to let this hip and this knee drop forward towards the floor, and this shoulder is going to follow them as well. So this is my starting position. I don't ever want to change from there. Okay, from there, using this hand here as a bit of a brace, I'm just going to raise this leg up, hold for a second, and let it come back down to control to the floor. So raise up, hold for a second, back down to the floor under control. So the goal is we're trying to get the muscles inside your glutes to start warming up and eventually start to burn. So we're going to do sets of 25. I want you to do at least 4 sets of 25 on each leg. What you're going to find hopefully is by the time you get to sort of 10, 11 or 12, it's really going to start to burn up in these glutes as those muscles start to get filled with blood and they start working hard. If you don't feel that, it usually means as you come up, you've started to lift, you've started to twist that hip backwards like that to make it easier. What you've got to make sure is you make sure that hip stays forward. And I like to use this hand so that I'm so far forward, I'm almost as if I took that hand away, I would kind of fall to the floor. So I'm keeping it here to kind of keep myself up, and that stops me from trying to cheat. The other thing you might need to do is just play around with your leg position. Make sure that bottom leg's straight. Make sure this foot isn't trying to buckle up and twist. Make sure it's straight and lock in from there. It might take you a few goes to kind of get it practiced, but the goal is that over 25 reps, I want the muscles in these glutes to be absolutely on fire when they're working. Once you're at 25 on one side, get yourself back to the middle. And again, gingerly, arm out without aggravating the back. Onto the other side. Same thing on this side now. So use the arm for support for the neck and the head. Bottom leg straight. This leg we're going to hook in behind the knee. This hand comes out in front and we're going to tip towards the floor. So the knee rests on the floor. And again, same idea from there. We come up and we hold a second, back down. Come up and we hold a second. Back down again until we've done 25. And once we've done 25 on that side, back to the middle carefully. And then we carry on until we've done at least 4 sets per side. So look at 100 reps total per leg. Once we've finished, obviously the trick is then to get up off the floor without aggravating the back. So back into the middle, push yourself up onto all fours, walk yourself in, fingertip your way up, make a brace here into lunge position, and then you should be able to stand up, hopefully pain-free. So that's your initial goal, along with the first video, is try and release the tightness here, replace it with strength and tightness in the glutes. And this is where it starts to become more of a long-term strategy, is that when the glutes are working well and they're firing, you find it will change the way you walk. It's going to change your posture by helping bring your shoulders back. It's going to help take a lot of pressure off that lower back.